If your mortgage is up for renewal, this is probably good news for you, certainly in the next year or so. As interest rates continue to stay low, there's a whole portfolio of mortgages that'll end up coming into the marketplace on a renewal, and because interest rates have been below 3%, certainly for the last year, there's a pretty good chance that if you have to renew your mortgage, you can lock in another very low interest rate for the next 5-year term that you might be choosing. And Gary Marr wrote an article in the National Post that talked a little bit more about this. We'll post the link for you in our Twitter feed and on our Facebook page so that you can take a look at the article yourself. But basically it talked about how low interest rates mean that a large number of homeowners are going to be able to lock in interest rates for the next term that they choose. That because interest rates are so low, that homeowners don't have to send a bunch of their cash to interest. They can start maybe figuring out how to use some of the cash that they have to pay down the principal, pay down their mortgage quickly. And it also highlights that the window might be closing too. There's always rumblings in the marketplace of interest rates going up, and I think we've heard enough of those rumblings over the past decade that people probably don't pay attention to them anymore. But I'll do my part to make sure that I've made you aware that, look, interest rates have been have been unreasonably low for a very long period of time to try and stimulate activity in the economy, and it's reasonable to think that in the coming years we'll see interest rates maybe get back to a more normalized place, which could be 5% or 6%, I don't know, but should be aware of it. And if your mortgage is coming up for renewal, you might want to consider the implication of taking a longer term to lock in the rate instead of keeping a shorter term variable. So probably if your mortgage is coming due within the next year, you can talk to a banker, a mortgage specialist, a mortgage broker. You can go to emilynow.ca and you can definitely lock in an interest rate for 180 days. I mean, that's a pretty long period of time. So if you think your mortgage is coming up for renewal, lock in the interest rate today, know that you've got it, and if on the day that your mortgage renews interest rates have dropped, you're going to be able to lock in that difference. So it's of no harm or foul to you and no cost to you either to start considering shopping for your mortgage renewal today. For those of you that don't know, mortgage renewals are a profit center for the bank, and the logic sort of goes something like this, that the client's already with us, we already have all their paperwork, we're already registered on title, and you know what, there's a little bit of perceived work involved in a homeowner moving their mortgage to somebody else once they already have it. So I think we could probably get away with charging them a higher rate of interest. And so that's where banks tend to profit. So if you get that renewal notice, make sure that you take just a minute to visit some of the rate websites that are out there that can tell you where interest rates are today. Of course, we would encourage you to jump on emilynow.ca to see what that might look like for yourself. But do a little bit of work to figure out where interest rates are, and then make sure that if you're going to stay with the bank that currently has your mortgage, that you negotiate very, very hard for the very best rate. And we'd like to help you with that, but you've got lots of options in the marketplace to take advantage of. So good luck if you have a mortgage renewal and lock in that interest rate.